Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go through a quick illustration of how to paint this watercolor landscape using just a single color. Let's get started. So I take a little bit of Mars Black and I use this to establish a horizon line. Every landscape really needs one to let the brain know exactly where the eye level is. I squeeze out the tip of my brush to get rid of any excess water. And then I use a relatively dry brush to just mop up excess color so that I create a little bit of those fuzzy effects that watercolor is so known for. I increased the value of my Mars Black and now I'm starting to work on my foreground. And again, there's no planning here. I'm just drawing a um, variable wash, adding pigment wherever I really feel like it. And this could be um, foliage, it could be rocks, it could be grass, it could be anything you really like. The great thing about Mars Black is, as you can see, it granulates. So without much effort, I can actually take a little bit of water and just drop it into the pigment and force these granules to emerge. And that creates an illusion that there's really um, some foliage growing there, and there's really some interest and texture in the foreground. With a finer brush or with a little rigor, I'm adding some twigs, some short bushes, a couple of smaller trees, again just to connect the sky with my ground and create some points of interest in the foreground. At this stage I'm just playing, there's no plan. I am letting the brush do the work and I am just going with whatever my hands would like to do. The main principle here is to be bold. If we're confident about our strokes, they will appear to be intentional and they will bring the painting together. Here I take my heat gun and I very gently start moving this excess water around to again create some foliage, some twigs, but also to dry out any of the excess moisture on the piece of paper. I now move on to painting a tree. This is something I've been looking forward to this whole painting, and it's really just a stump. I'm trying to connect the tree trunk to the ground so that there is a sense of continuity. I'm adding a couple of major branches in there. All the while I'm thinking about where the light would be coming in, and to avoid the tree looking flat, I'm just dropping a little bit of extra pigment to the shadow side of the tree trunk. And just like that, we have a three-dimensional looking tree. I'm adding some more pigment to the ground so that I can again connect up the tree trunk with the rest of the foreground. At this stage, I'm really enjoying the granulations that are appearing on the left-hand side. Adding a few more branches, making the scene look a little busier. Adding some branches of darker values so that we can create a sense of depth. There's no plan really where I put these branches. It's just letting my hand move around the page freely and hope for the best. The key challenge with these abstract paintings is to try and not be predictable. So the twigs, the grasses, they all need to have this random feel to them. And the best way of achieving this, I find, is to just let my mind go blank, not worry about the size of these twigs, direction of these twigs, but really just embrace the randomness and the movement of the hand and the randomness of the paint. And this is it. This is the um, final result. I think I'll stop here. little abstract painting using just one color, trying to be as free as possible when making my marks. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Take care.